Hi, my name is Michelle Conklin, and I'm the Executive Director of Bots IQ, a program of the Pittsburgh Chapter National Tooling and Machining Foundation. Our program's mission is to provide opportunities for students like yourself to explore and understand manufacturing careers. You may be asking yourself, why manufacturing? Manufacturing has long been the backbone of America's economy, helping to build the country's middle class after World War II. Now, in the midst of its fourth revolution, the industry is greatly in need of a workforce with advanced manufacturing and technological skills. According to a recent study by Deloitte and the Manufacturing Institute, manufacturers need to fill 4.6 million jobs by 2028. More than 2 million of these jobs could remain unfilled due to lack of advanced technology skills, misconceptions about manufacturing careers, and the retirement of baby boomers. They need you. If anything is true for manufacturing in the past year, it's the importance that this industry plays in designing, machining, and producing complex components that make up innovative technologies, life-saving personal protective equipment, medical devices, and more. My program, Bots IQ, works to spark students' interests in careers in manufacturing. We do this through a couple different programs. Our Combat Robotics program at the high school level, Bots IQ Academy, which provides students an opportunity to take industry coursework through platforms like Tooling U, our Robotics Technician Pre-Apprenticeship, which is registered in the state of Pennsylvania, a Cobot Challenge, which is a new middle school program, and Close the Loop, which works with students with barriers to employment but have an interest in careers in manufacturing to connect them to opportunities that help them to reach those goals. STEM programs and classes like the ones offered through Bots IQ provide students with an opportunity to experience technical skills that manufacturers need for their current and future workforce. Connecting these experiences with career-related activities like company tours, job shadows, and internships helps students understand the opportunities that exist for them after high school. Now we're going to hear from one of Bots IQ's alumni, Steve Gerba. Steve is an automation engineer at DMI Companies in Monongahela, Pennsylvania. As a student, Steve was very interested in hands-on activities and making things. Maybe many of you on this session today have similar interests. But Steve did something amazing. He took those interests and he found a way to make a career. So let's hear from Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve Gerba and I'm an automation engineer here at DMI Companies. So I'm a local graduate from Ringgold High School, and I also went to California University for mechatronics engineering. I got a Bachelor in Science in that degree. So in 2016, I came to take an internship position here at DMI. I was fresh out of high school, and I ended up finding myself as a lab technician where I got to work alongside all the engineers in their projects, which really got me involved. And for some background, in high school, I just kind of found myself being almost like a maker. I loved making things, I loved fixing issues, doing problem solving. And one of the programs that got me really involved was Bots IQ. It was really there that kind of my passion for engineering took off as I got to work alongside a team of people building this robot. And it got me really involved with electrical engineering and machining. So that's when I kind of knew that's what my passion was to go for engineering. So my role as an automation engineer in the company is I take some of our quote-unquote dumb equipment and I make it smarter and safer by adding logic and control to the systems. I also add safety devices to kind of monitor and also make it safer for our production workers to operate it. I play a lot with these little guys here. They're called PLCs, or programmable logic controllers. They're basically like a little microprocessor that you throw on a production line, and it can monitor and control the system. So I get to do pretty cool jobs like playing with our 8-foot robot and doing unloading of our work cell that we have. I get to make custom equipment from scratch. I work alongside our mechanical engineers and kind of make our own equipment all in-house. Nobody's selling what we're making, so we take a lot of pride when we actually finish a machine and we actually get to start it up. Never in a million years did I think I'd be so happy to see some ductwork come out of a machine, but you just feel so much pride when you actually see that finished product come out and say, hey, we as a team got to build that. We made that all on our own. So during my internship, my first role was kind of as a lab technician. I got to work alongside all the engineers and their projects and all their kind of daily tasks that they did. I got to help them out and assist them. From there, I got more schooling experience. I came back the next following year and I actually got to shadow with an engineer. And shadowing was one of the best ways to gain experience because you're with somebody who has 10 some years of experience or 20 some years of experience. You can actually be on the floor with these people and gain all the knowledge that they have on equipment and industry standards that they have. So from there, the next year that I came back with more schooling experience, I ended up kind of taking the training wheels off. I got my own project. I had my own equipment to work on. And then things just began to kind of grow as I developed more projects and they began to see what I was capable of. So one of the most recent sales that we did was in Wagner, Oklahoma. We got to put in an entire production line there from scratch. I got to build all the control panels, all the power drops, and we're still adding on to it. We're adding more equipment. We're adding another robot down to that cell as well. So these are all kind of really fun projects for me because I love creating things. It was one of my hobbies. So it's like I'm able to take my hobbies and turn it into a career. So every day is kind of a fun day for me because I'm doing what I like to do.
Thanks, Steve, for sharing your story. I think what's amazing is that Steve took advantage of opportunities around him. He continued his education after high school, participated in opportunities like job shadows and internships, and always looked for more ways to constantly improve. These are things that are going to make you successful in any industry, but especially in manufacturing. You may be saying to yourself, well, my school doesn't have Bots IQ. What can I do? Take a look at the STEM classes that are offered at your high school. These include your science classes, your math classes, and your technology education classes. I also encourage you to take a look at the career technical education opportunities that may exist at your high school as well. I encourage you to look at community-based organizations and resources for out-of-school experiences, things like summer camps or clubs. And I also strongly encourage you to connect with your local community colleges. They have an abundance of resources and post-secondary training programs related to manufacturing. Take a look at organizations like the NTMA in your area who can introduce you to employers who are looking to build their talent pipeline. And take the opportunities to go on tours and celebrate things like MFG Day, the first Friday in October, to learn more about manufacturing careers in your community. Still questioning whether manufacturing is the career for you? Learn why Oliver and Dylan chose this path.
So growing up, I literally can't remember a time when I didn't want to be an inventor. Like in my fourth grade little yearbook, I said I want to be an inventor and I want to be a soccer player. Soccer player died down, but I still want to be an inventor.
No, right after high school, I ended up just going straight to work, and I did some fast food, and then I worked in some retail, Bath and Body Works, did some selling there. And I decided that I wanted to have more of a career and an opportunity to learn more. So I decided to look for something else, and that's how I found machining through a relative. And they told me that this would be a good place to learn, and that's what I did.
I definitely like the best that I get to both build and design the thing that we make. It's super rare in the engineering field to build and design because usually those processes get separated out, especially the larger the company is, the more they separate those out. But I'm working in like a mid-sized company like Premiere. I can design the thing on the computer, and I actually had my most recent project, I was designing a testing rig for something, and immediately after I was done testing it, I walked into the next room and started building it and started cutting the wood and assembling it with screws, and it was exactly what I wanted to be doing with my life, so it was really cool.
What I like most about the job is that we are given the freedom to do our jobs independently, but also we work as a team. So if you have a problem or whatever, anyone will come and help you. It doesn't matter who it is, but they allow you to get your work done alone.
Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our conversation about how STEM programs like BotsIQ can connect you to career opportunities in manufacturing. If you're interested in learning more, visit our website, www.botsiqpa.org. I also encourage you to follow us on social media. We have platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Through these resources, we often are sharing virtual opportunities like company tours and career panels, so you can continue to explore if manufacturing is the career for you. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful day.